What's up, guys? Welcome back. Jeremy the Machine Scott here, and today we're going to talk about what can you do to start losing weight today, or what are the best steps that you can start taking today to start losing weight. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button down below. The first thing that you can start doing to lose weight is change your mindset. So instead of saying, why can't I lose weight? Or why can't I get healthy? Get those negative thoughts out of your head and change your way of thinking and turn it around and say to yourself, what can I do today to lose weight? What can I do today to drop some body fat? What can I do today to be a little bit more healthier? This is the way you need to think, and this is the way that you have to continue to think if you want to be healthy, if you want to be lean, and if you want to keep your body fat at healthy levels. If you keep your body fat at healthy levels, if you keep your waistline down, then you're further and further away from health risk factors associated with obesity, like high blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, cancer. That's just to name a few of them. If you want to be healthier, it all starts up. So if you start a workout plan, but you have the wrong mindset, you're not going to successfully be able to get the weight off and keep it off. The goal is to get the weight off and keep it off for the rest of your life. So it starts up here. The body doesn't respond good to extreme diets. The body doesn't respond good to extreme workout plans. You have to take baby steps. So if you're drinking 10 beers a day, don't say to yourself, I'm gonna go throw all my beer out and I'm just gonna go replace all that beer with a bunch of water tomorrow morning as soon as I wake up. It doesn't work like that. If you're drinking 10 beers a day, change it up and start drinking 8 beers a day. Then the next week, go down to 7. Then the next week, go down to 5, 4, and eventually you're gonna be drinking no beers per day. So it's all about baby steps, nothing extreme. Extreme weight loss doesn't work. Extreme weight loss causes failure every single time. Stop trying to lose 5 to 10 pounds in 1 week through extreme measures like fasting and colon cleanses and all these kind of extreme weight loss diets that make you lose more than 3 pounds in 1 week. Even 3 pounds is a little bit high in my opinion. Healthy weight loss is half a pound to 2 pounds per week. I don't even like for people to go for 3 because eventually you're gonna hit a plateau and your hormones are gonna create signals to tell you to eat more and to gain the weight back. We have leptin and ghrelin to take into consideration. So we have to do everything we can to regulate those hormones the best we can. So stop trying to lose 5 pounds, stop trying to lose 10 pounds, stop trying to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Have you heard of that diet? Stop trying to lose so much weight too fast. If you can lose weight fast, that's amazing. If you can get it off and keep it off, that's amazing. But the percentage of people that can get weight off and keep it off for the rest of their life, we're talking about lifelong weight loss, is very, very low. So don't be one of those people. Don't do extreme weight loss. It doesn't work. The second thing that you could start doing to lose weight is make better food choices or work more on portion control. So don't cut out all the bad foods that you're eating right away because it's gonna cause failure and it's gonna cause you to crave those foods even more. Slowly wean yourself off those foods little by little. Continue eating those foods, but start controlling your portions and eat less of them. And start incorporating other options and start incorporating the good options and slowly but surely start taking out the bad options. That's how you're gonna get yourself into a caloric deficit. If you don't get yourself into a caloric deficit, I don't care what kind of diet you do, you're not gonna lose weight. If you don't take in less calories than you burn, you're not gonna lose weight. You have to take in less calories than you burn. If you burn 2,000 calories a day and you're not taking in under 2,000 calories a day, you will not lose weight, even if it's with healthy foods. If you don't hit a caloric deficit, you're not going to lose weight. How many calories do you have to burn to lose 1 pound per week? It takes 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound per week. So if you burn 2,000 calories per day and you go into a 500 calorie deficit each day, over the course of 7 days, that adds up to 3,500 calories, which leads to 1 pound of fat loss per week. And that's exactly what we want to do. You're right on target. If you lose 1 pound of body fat per week, then you're right on target. If you want to lose half a pound per week, then you need to go into a 250 calorie deficit. each day, and then you're gonna lose half a pound per week. If you wanna lose 2 pounds per week, then you need to go into a bigger deficit, which might equal your energy levels being a little bit lower. The more pounds per week that you wanna lose, the more tired you may feel. The more of a caloric deficit that you're in, the more tired and weak and hungry that you might feel. So that's why you have to be careful and not try to lose the weight too fast. If you try to lose the weight too fast, it turns into extreme weight loss. And remember, extreme weight loss never works. If you start working out 4 hours per day, do 3 hours of cardio per day, plus an hour of weights per day to lose 10 pounds per week, if you don't keep doing that activity, 3 hours of cardio plus an hour of weights per day, you're gonna end up gaining that weight back. Whatever you do to get the weight off, you have to keep doing that for the rest of your life. So whatever method or whatever diet that you use to get the weight off, you need to ask yourself, can I sustain this for the rest of my life? Intermittent fasting, let's talk about that. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of intermittent fasting. If it works for you, then that's great, continue doing it. I like to eat breakfast. I love breakfast. I like to wake up in the morning and I like my oatmeal and I like my egg whites or my high protein French toast or my anabolic pancakes. I love to eat breakfast. First thing that clicks in my head when I wake up in the morning is I can't wait to get out into the kitchen and have a nice hot steamy breakfast. And my nice hot coffee, and that's black coffee, a little bit of stevia, no creamer, and that's what works for me. I like to eat breakfast. Breakfast gets my metabolism going first thing in the morning. It takes energy to digest food. So just by digesting food, your body's burning calories. That's why I'm not a big fan of intermittent fasting, but once again, if it works for you, then it works. It's not some magic diet that's making you lose weight. Intermittent fasting is working for you because you're hitting a caloric deficit. Some people do intermittent fasting wrong, and within that 8-hour window, or that 8-hour gap of when they're supposed to be eating, they consume too much calories. Intermittent fasting doesn't mean eat as much as you can and eat whatever you want within that time window. That's not what it means. Because if you don't hit a caloric deficit, it's not gonna work and you're not gonna lose weight. So regardless of when you take in your set amount of calories, that's gonna help you lose weight. It doesn't matter whether you do it intermittent fasting or whether you eat 6 meals a day, eat every 2 to 3 hours. If you hit a caloric deficit, that's the law of thermodynamics. It will cause you to lose weight. However, if you hit a plateau, it's because your body has adapted to the amount of calories that you're taking in. So what happens if you hit a plateau? You need to raise your calories back up for a little bit and slowly start to drop them down, which is kind of like carb rotation. That's what keeps me from hitting a plateau. Is I rotate my carb intake. Some days my carbs are higher, some days they're a little bit lower. I don't always take in the same amount of calories because I know that my metabolism will adapt to the set amount of calories that I'm taking in, and my body will stop losing body fat, or I will stop getting shredded, or whatever it is, whatever my goal is at the time. And if it is weight loss or fat loss, if I stay on the set amount of calories, my body's going to eventually adapt to that amount of calories. So that's why I constantly adjust my caloric intake. Let's talk about keto. Does keto diet work? Absolutely. Is it sustainable for the rest of your life? The percentage of people that can stick to a keto diet for the rest of their life is pretty low. Sometimes people do the keto diet completely wrong. They take in a lot of saturated fats. They say, oh, I'm so excited, I get to do this keto diet. I get to eat bacon, and I get to eat sausage every morning. I eat steaks every night for dinner. Do you think that's good for your arteries? No. You can't eat steaks and bacon and sausage and think that that's going to be good for your arteries and for your heart. You're going to have a stroke. You're going to have a heart attack. You can't keep eating that. If you are going to incorporate the keto diet as a method of weight loss for yourself, then you need to stick to good and healthy fats. Avocados, coconut oil, almonds, cashews, whole eggs. These are some of the fats. These are the good fats. So don't think that keto diet is a free pass to go have bacon and sausage.
Oh, come on, man.
And all kinds of other saturated fats that aren't good for you. They're going to clog up your arteries. That's not good. I don't think you want that. And the reason why people lose weight on a keto diet at the end of the day, and the only reason why you're losing weight on a keto diet, is because you're hitting a caloric deficit. You're taking in less calories than you burn. That's the only reason why. It's not some magic diet. People come up with all kinds of different diets for weight loss, and the only thing or the only reason why this diet might work and why this diet's causing you to lose weight is because you're in a caloric deficit. So if you're not losing weight, it's because you're not in a caloric deficit. So what are some things or some steps that you can do without following some fad diet to get yourself into a caloric deficit? You can choose to eat the right foods. Nutrient-dense foods, not caloric-dense foods. What are nutrient-dense foods? Foods that are full of vitamins and minerals and fiber. Brown rice, potatoes, lean protein, chicken, fish, turkey, lean cuts of steak, trim the fat off. Oatmeal, vegetables. These are nutrient-dense foods that will make you feel full, and they don't have a lot of calories, but they are still dense foods. They're full of nutrients without all the calories. If you eat caloric dense foods, you're not going to feel full for a very long time. What are caloric dense foods? Bad snacks like cookies, like Reese's Pieces, too much pastries and breads and donuts. Those are caloric dense foods, and you're not going to feel full very long, and they're super high in calories. You even have to watch out with a lot of fats, because fats can add up your calories very quick, putting you into a caloric surplus and either keeping you at a plateau or causing you to gain weight and gain excess body fat. And there we are, stuck again, not losing the weight that we want to lose. So pay attention to the foods that you eat. If you want to track and weigh out your food and track your calories, that works for some people it doesn't. At least do it until you understand what your portion sizes should look like and how many times per day you should be eating and so forth. If you want to eat all bad foods and track your calories because you still want to make sure that you're in a caloric deficit and still lose weight by eating bad foods, if that's what works for you, then I guess that's your choice. I don't recommend it. Is that sustainable? I don't think so, because you're not going to feel full and you're still going to be hungry and you're not going to be satisfied. Let's backtrack for a minute. The first thing that you could do, or some steps that you can do so that you can start losing weight, the first step that you can take is changing your mindset. And you make a decision and make a choice. And you say, I'm going to start losing weight today. And how are you going to start losing weight today? You start losing weight today with your actions. Once again, if you eat 5 donuts for breakfast, let's cut down to 4 donuts for breakfast. And eventually 1 donut, and then you're going to be hungry, and then let's try oatmeal every other day. And after that oatmeal gets incorporated and you get used to it, let's try oatmeal and a couple egg whites, or let's try oatmeal and a couple eggs. Let's start eating nutrient-dense foods instead of caloric-dense foods. We slowly over time start to incorporate the good habits, and we start to take out the bad habits. We don't need that stuff, okay? That's going to make you live your worst life by eating all those bad foods. Bad foods equals bad physique and bad mental state, and you're feeling bad and you're looking bad. That's what bad food equals. So stop with the bad foods. Try to incorporate the good foods. If you want to feel good, if you want to look good, if you want to live your best life, start eating the good foods and change that mindset. Don't say I'm going to start next week because, or I'm going to start the week after because, or I can't eat healthy because. Stop saying I can't. Stop saying I won't. Say I will, I can, I must. Get those words ingrained in your head. If you want to lose weight, if you want to get healthier, even if you want to put on muscle, stop making excuses and start making the right choices. Choose the right foods, make the right choices. Stop saying I can't eat healthy because my kids have a lot of bad food in the pantry. Stop pointing the finger. Take some personal responsibility and make the right choice. Have some willpower and have some self-discipline. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy, but it's definitely worth it if you want to live your best life. A lot of people quit and a lot of people give up because they realize and they find out that it's going to be harder than they thought it was. Well, guess what? In order for you to look good, in order for you to feel good, in order for you to live your best life, in order for you to be healthy and make the right choices and say, no, I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to eat this because I want to look good, because I want to feel good. You're going to spend a lot more time doing the things that you don't want to do than the things that you do want to do in order to get the things that you need to get, in order to have the things that you want to have. This is how weight loss is done. This is how being healthy is done. I have to resist cravings and temptations all the time. My whole family eats ice cream right in my face all the time. They eat cookies right in my face all the time, and they offer it to me. And I have to make a decision and make a choice and think the whole process through and think about, if I consume this cookie, what kind of effect is that going to have on my physique? Because I care about my physique and I care enough about my body to say to myself, no, you know what? I'm not going to have those cookies today. No, I'm not going to have that ice cream today. I'm going to save it for my cheat meal. Make sure you have a cheat meal once or twice a week. That's fine. If you want to go and have a drink or have a few drinks one night during the week, that's fine. Work out, do your exercise, do your cardio, meal prep, eat the right foods, have self-discipline, and then go have a cheat meal. That's fine. You want to have a burger and fries? That's fine. In moderation. Save it for your cheat meal. Not every day, not every other day. Stop putting all that sugar in your coffee. Just use some artificial sweetener, use some stevia. Make the right choices. Think about your goals and what does it mean to you and how important is it to you to get there? And what are you willing to do to get there? Think about it, analyze it, and think about the facts. The facts are, I need to do X amount of cardio. I need to work out X amount of days per week. Your emotions are gonna say, I'm tired, I don't want to, I had a bad day, I'm stressed out, there's cookies in the pantry, I should just relax and sit on the couch. I deserve to sit on the couch because I worked hard today and I'm tired. No. You deserve to live your best life and you deserve to look good and feel good and be healthy. So what actions must be taken to get there? Get off the couch, go to the gym, go work out, go do your cardio, go stretch, go train your core, go take the right actions, go do what you need to do. Have some self-discipline. You're gonna be so glad that you made the choice to go work out, to stay disciplined, to stick to your cardio plan. It's the best decision that you could ever make, is making the hard choices. Take the hard road, not the easy road. Until next time, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button down below. Out.